Hey everybody, it's Peter at Brantford Kia, and today we're going to talk about used cars, and this is a nice one and kind of an interesting one. So let's get into it in 1 second. First of all, here's the stock number, TE207A. It's a 2017 Land Rover Discovery, and the owner of this just traded it in on a Kia Telluride. So kind of some interesting comparisons there. We're going to talk about that, and we'll probably do another video later comparing this vehicle to the Kia Telluride. So let's go take a look. All right, Land Rover Discovery. So I used to test cars for a living, used to do video car reviews for the newspapers and their online, of course, affiliates. And I test drove a Range Rover back-to-back with a loaded Jeep Cherokee. And they had kind of the same options, but the Range Rover was a lot nicer. Now what we're finding is something like the Kia Telluride is very competitive with this car. And of course, because we bought this used, they're actually very price competitive as well. So let's talk about this car. First of all, it's got an option package with a technology package. That includes those signature LED lights, the parking sensors out front. It also has a cold climate package, which we'll talk about. Heated steering wheel, heated front and rear seats. Other than that, this is sort of the where Discoveries sort of start out, and that is not a low-end vehicle. So you got roof racks up top. Sharp looking vehicle. I mean, it's really like new. I think it's got 26 or so thousand kilometers. We'll check that out in a second. Here's your alloy wheels there, typical Range Rover, Land Rover design. Gonna come around the back here. So this is the newer Discovery, and one of the cool things about that is it has the license plate offset. So you don't see that very often, but it kind of gives that not symmetrical look, and it looks really sharp on the road. You do have a trailer tow package. That's why you have the hitch down there. And we're going to look at the inside, the trunk in a minute, but we'll hop out to the driver's seat first, because I think that's where most people want to see. All right, keyless entry, of course. And keyless entry means that you also have a push-button start. Now, usually what I do is I hit the push-button start button, and I show you me doing that. What I'm going to do instead is scroll down here, and as I hit the push-button start, you're going to watch the gear shift. Because every high-end car should have something dramatic involved, and that's kind of a cool thing. Now, I know Chrysler does something similar sometimes. Jaguar does that, Land Rover does it. So that's what we got inside, is the automatic transmission there. Let's start with what we normally start with on a used car video, just looking at the gauges in the dash. So, zoom in here. We've got a speedometer on the left-hand side, and we've got an information display in the center. Now, you'll see a lot of glare there. There's no glare from the driver's seat. It's just the way the camera hits it. So, but you've got a full little display screen in the center there, and on the right side you have a tachometer. Excuse me for a second as I turn the fan down. It's set to automatic, and of course it turns on when it's a hot day outside. So again, Telluride, very similar. You have a screen in the middle, a little bit bigger screen than Telluride, so something to consider there. Scrolling over here, screen in the center, same thing with Telluride, screen in the center, but a bigger screen than Telluride. So this is Range Rover, Land Rover's system. That's sort of 4 quadrants there. You can put your audio system, you can do your climate system, navigation on the bottom right, and the phone on the bottom left. So nice, simple system that way. And it takes a little getting used to figure out what the buttons mean, because there's no words on those, but that's okay. Yeah, once you own the car, you'll know what they mean, no problem. Scrolling down here, you've got dual zone automatic climate control. So like I said, it's turn it off the automatic mode, but simple and easy to use. Nice display screens that tell you the temperature on each side, as well as what your fan's doing. So clean look, and a very clean look to the dash. You have a dual glove box design, so hit this button up here, this glove box opens. That one down there is a regular glove box on the bottom. So funny thing is, we had a Range Rover Discovery recently, and it was a much older version, and you have some of the same features in here. Very square design to the front seats. You've got very similar looking seats, and you can see this little knob there. The armrests, of course, there is a center armrest, but each seat has its own individual armrest, and that knob helps adjust it when it's down. So I've got the driver's one down. I don't know if we can see that. But yeah, you can adjust the height of that, and of course, they've been doing that for years, but probably decades. So kind of a typical trait there. We're going to go scroll. This is a 5-passenger model, and I believe it is. Yeah, I'm 100% sure, actually. It is a 5-passenger model. So there's the rear seat there. Nice big rear seats. They kind of look like bucket seats on the outside. There are WeatherTech mats in this front and rear as well, including the cargo area. We're going to scroll up from the seats, and you're going to see a sunroof in the back, sunroof in the front. Again, just like our Telluride. So very, very interesting sort of comparisons there. We're going to scroll down to these options now here. We talked about the gear shift there. You do have a terrain response system, so it's a 4-mode system. That's the standard system that comes with it. You also have hill descent control. This LIM button, I did not look up what that means. I have to look that up later for you. Our salespeople will know for you. Auto start stop, again, like the Telluride. You have intermittent wipers, automatic wipers as well if you want. That's what that is right there. And here's your cruise control. You can cancel it there. This is the heated steering wheel. Again, optional on this car. It does have it, so it is an option package on this car. Standard on the Kia Telluride. Over here is your menu items. So that menu items helps control the center of the dash, that screen there. You also have your phone, your Bluetooth, automatic headlights, and that's sort of standard in this class. You do have paddle shifters here, left and right paddle shifters. Great stereo system, speaker here in the door, speaker here in the door, speaker here in the door. There's a speaker in the center. It sounds very good. Sort of typical what you'd expect. Similar child locks to the Kia Telluride as well, and actually very similar, same symbol exactly on the Telluride. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that stuff of course you would expect. So kind of a textury feel to the, it's not leather right here on the door. Same thing with on the armrest, or sorry, the this panel here. It's not leather, but it's sort of a textile feel. This armrest right here, sort of a textile feel as well. Leather seats though, and so a nice mix of rich feeling textures, and yeah, typical high-end feel, and that's what you would expect in this car. We're gonna turn it off for a second, we're gonna hop outside again. As we do that, we're going to head to the cargo area. Actually, maybe in this car we'll show you the rear seats. We don't always show the rear seats on our used car videos, but I think it's worth doing. So again, we mentioned the rear heated seats. That's what those buttons are there. We have heated seats in the Telluride as well. So again, when you're looking at this car, if you're looking at this one used, we'll have a Telluride in stock. You can look at that, you can compare them, and you can sort of see what you get in both. Interesting little thing here, they have a little pocket up top in the seat and a pocket down low in the seat. So you've got multiple places to store stuff there. A couple USB ports as well back there for your passengers. Going along the back side, I usually show you the keys at this point, but didn't take them out of the car this time. So of course, power tailgate, backup cameras back there. Here's that WeatherTech mat that we were talking about in the back. So full WeatherTech there. 40, 20, 40 split seats. So again, very similar to some of the cars that we have. Sorento does that as well. There is an underfloor storage portion here. So there it is right there. And you've got a drawbar or a hitch bar in this car as well for that big hitch. You got tie downs, big metal tie downs in here. 12-volt port in the back here as well. You've got extra little clips right here, if you can see that. I don't know if I can get the color. There we go. A little clip that pops in and out there for grocery bags. 12-volt port is right there. And extra little clips along the whole way to hang extra grocery bags or something like that. Very tall clearance as well. I'm about 6 feet tall and I got a good 6 inches up to the top of the gate there. So like I said, we plan to do a video of this car. If it doesn't sell the next day or so, I'm going to do a video of this car comparing it to the Kia Telluride, because you're going to be in a probably similar price point. I don't know the price of this car right now. That's for our sales team to let you know. And if you want to reach them, you can reach them at 519-304-6542. You can also reach us online, www.brantfordkia.ca. And the link to this, or in the description of this video, is also a link to speak to our sales staff directly. So there you go. Land Rover Discovery, used vehicle in stock here. And again, if you're looking at this car, feel free to take a Telluride for a test drive at the same time and compare them. There you go, everybody. Thanks for watching.